Hi besties. So I just dropped my son off at school and there's this car we've been looking at. The car is in Kitchener. My son's school is in Waterloo. The car is in Kitchener and it's a Nissan. I've been a fan of small SUVs. I don't really like large SUVs because of parking and whatnot. So we've been looking at Ford Escape, Kia, those small SUV, those sports, you know, utility vehicles. And we saw this Nissan. It's a 2011 Nissan. I know. We're actually looking at 2017, 2015 cars. And the cars we'll be seeing that are affordable, because we have a price range of, let's say, maximum 9,000. We don't want to go beyond 9,000 because we are paying cash and it's used. And we saw this one for 6,000. It's a 2011. You know, this is a car that we just want to use and move around. It's not a luxury car. We just want a utility car that we can use to do the moving around, for me to get familiar with the roads and everything. Then maybe in a year or two we can sell it off and get something better. Yeah. Spare tire. It needs a little air. Oops. How long have you been in car hunting, guys? It's a lot. So we've been going from place to place to see. We went on Facebook Marketplace to see what we can get. We met some dealers as well to see what we can get. There was one we almost closed the deal for. That one was a 2011 Nissan, but because I don't really know so much about cars, we began to ask questions like, oh, are Nissan vehicles good? And the feedback we got was like, Nissan vehicles are not the best, especially if you just want to if you're not ready to buy another car soon, that they have gear problems and all of that. So we backed out of that deal, but it was a very sweet deal. That Nissan 2011 was for 6,000 without safety. When we checked other places, we saw that we could actually get that particular brand, that 2011 Nissan, for 5,000. The guy was not willing to go down because his mileage was not so high, but just because of that particular model. So we kept on hunting and looking and looking. I think I must have put that video out. I'm going to do a sit-down video telling you about the things to look out for when you want to buy a used car. I am not an expert, so I'm going to put a disclaimer. I'm not an expert, but these are the things my husband and I looked out for before we are going to pick this car today. So fingers crossed we like this car. We saw it on Facebook. It's an Hyundai Santa Fe 2014. The price point is not the best. The price point is 7,999. That's close to 8,000. That's the price point. Then with HST, and I feel it should be close to 10,000. That's 9,000 and some change. So it's above our budget. Like I said, our budget is 6,000 to 8,000. So we are going close to $2,000 above our budget. But it's a car that we've read reviews, a car that we think we like. We think we like, and I want us to go in and see the car today. We'll be leaving soon, so we'll just go and see the car with the dealership. They are going to do the registration and we're going to pay for the plates there. Then insurance can be done over the phone because you cannot drive a car without insurance. So before we leave the dealership, if we are closing the deal today, we would have to call in the insurance to use. If we're okay with the car, we'll take it for a test drive. I'm trying to see if we can bargain the car, because we tried bargaining the car on Facebook. The guy was like, price is firm. I'm like, you know, So if you can bargain the car, fine. You know, the car has safety and it has Carfax. I'm going to do a sit-down video so I can talk about all of these things. So yeah, we'll be going there today, and if the car is okay, we'll be driving out with the Hyundai. Is it Hyundai or Hyundai? I'm not even sure. We'll be driving out with the Hyundai Santa Fe. It's 2014. Like I said, everything including the HST and the licensing, everything will run up to, let's say, 10,000, 9,000 and some change. What else? What else? I have my license now. I can drive. Hey. So guys, this is another day. I couldn't record a video. All right, so after we got to the dealership, we immediately wanted to see the car. It took us to where the lot is. We went to the car. We did a 360 inspection on the car. We took it for a test drive. We liked what we saw. We raised some observations, which is the child lock at the back seat was not working, and you know, those are the things that they would, you know, look into before calling us to come and pick up the car. So we took the car for a test drive, you know, for a while. I think for over 8 or 10 minutes. I also drove the car to have a fairly comfortable actually driving the car. And we love the car. We really love everything about it. It wasn't our first choice because we wanted a more recent model, but then we had a budget that we were working with, and we didn't want to exceed that budget too much. We left room for you know, just in case, the exigencies is what they call it, but we didn't want to go like way above our budget so that we don't end up saying why, right? So we had a budget of 6,000 to 8,000 to buy a car. We wanted an SUV. That one was granted. We didn't want a small car. We wanted an SUV that would be able to, we're just a family of 3, but we anticipate, you know, some things. So that is why I'm not pregnant. So that is why we wanted an SUV. And I just like the feel of an SUV. I've never driven an SUV before, but I've been in several SUVs, and I just like the comfort it gives compared to a smaller car. And my husband loves SUVs too, so that was something we initially agreed on. Another thing that we didn't agree on at first was the color of the car. I love white cars. I feel like a lot of Canadians in Canada love white cars, but my husband loves that color car. I had to compromise on that one. Anyways, so we saw the car. Like I said, we test drove the car, spotted our, you know, the things we observed, and we went into the dealership for us to bargain. Now, this dealership was not willing to reduce anything. Like, you know how you go market, say one price. The dealership was refusing to refusing to reduce the price. So we had to bargain on some other things, like, okay, what do you want to give us? Additional services like oil change, or you know, refueling the car, or warranty. So we settled on 3 months warranty and a full tank of gas, you know, upon delivery of the vehicle. So we also opted for the option of them delivering the vehicle after the vehicle has been inspected. Now, after we bought that vehicle, after we decided that we wanted the vehicle, we started the paperwork and everything. We couldn't go with the vehicle because the vehicle has not been inspected and safety. So a mechanic, we have to take it to a mechanic shop, you know, where they work on the vehicle, check everything that is wrong with it, all the things we identified, they work on it, and safety, they give us a document that has been safetied before we can hit the road with that car. Okay, so the car, after doing that, the car would arrive in like a week or 2, and yeah. I can't wait to show you guys the car, like when it's been, because they're going to wash it, they're going to clean the interior, they're going to do a lot of things. I also ordered for some things from Temu, which I'm going to show you guys when they arrive. I got, because I'm not very good with the road, so I got this phone stand I can attach on the car, that I can use, put my phone and, you know, check Google Maps for direction, or things that I feel are necessary. I'm not the kind of person that will put pink here, or my husband's not the kind of person that will put one spider or one football, all those things in the car. You know, we are very, very practical people. We are one match made in heaven. We are very practical people, just put practical things that we need, and that is it. So there's no labeling of anything of any sort. The car again is the 2014 Hyundai Sport. It's the 4-wheel drive. There are 2 types of Hyundai Sports. There is the 2.0 and there's the regular. The one we got is the regular. If I did not mention the price earlier, the price is 8,000, 79990, which I just feel is 8,000. They just wanted to deceive us thinking it's 7,000, but 79990 is 8,000. The car is 8,000. We added, the dealership did the licensing and the plates and some other fees, and also we paid 13% tax. In Ontario, tax HST is 13%. Everything summed up to 9,500. Everything summed up to 9,500. So in total, we spent 9,500 on that car. And when the car comes in, I'm going to do like a 360 of the car so you guys can see the vehicle that we ended up getting. You can also go and search for reviews, and if you have anything, I like to hear from you guys. If you have anything of concern that, oh, Stella, watch out for this with this car, Stella, watch out for that with that car, please put it in the comment section so that I can look into that and also, you know, reply. All right, if you have questions about this, shoot it in. If you want me to answer some questions that you've been having about buying a used car, let me know, and you can send me an email or put it in the comment section, and I'll be definitely glad to respond to you guys. All right.